y'all, they'll never gon' change. You don't know ass nigga, that be the gang. Same nigga I used to be. Fried niggas get used to me. Dead man if you fool with me. Say that for your eulogy. Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL, and we're back with another Mobile Legends video. And since a lot of us are solo players, and I play solo a lot, as you all know, and I always tend to lose the majority of my games when I play solo, I'm starting a new series where we basically talk about why people are stuck in lower elo. So this is what we're going to go over, like, basically the majority of my games. Anytime I play solo and it's a loss, I'm going to point out why it was a loss and basically explain some of the things that you need to understand when you're playing Mobile Legends. So and to be fair, this series is not trying to attack anyone. It's not calling any other players that I get teamed with bad or anything necessarily. It's the fact that they just don't have access to this information. So hopefully after I put out the information and hopefully they see it or something. So make sure you drop a thumbs up if you enjoy this series, because this is going to be really in depth into learning how to analyze and learning how to become a better player. So starting off, this is the game that we're going to be watching today. It was 3 and 14. It was 3 to 14. Now, as you can see, the tank, I dealt the second highest damage on the team. Instantly, that should tell you that there's a problem right here. It's instantly a problem. And then Hellkurt thought that there was a jungler role in this game, so he didn't know. I don't even know what he was doing. Like, he was trash talking and stuff, but whatever. I don't really care about that. But yeah, as you can see, Leslie dealt the most damage, and I dealt the second most damage. Look at how much damage that I tanked, and I guess you can probably guess who Leslie was laning with to be able to output that type of damage early game and more damage than everybody else. So instantly, first thing you see when you see this team comp is selected, we have this team comp. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when it comes down to laning? How is the laning going to work? So me personally, when I first see this, we know the marksman goes into the bottom lane. So Leslie is in the bottom lane automatically. Who do you want to be protecting Leslie? Do you want Kufra or do you want Guinevere? Guinevere is not bad in the mid lane, and neither is Kufra. So it really, that's a toss up. But I wanted to protect the Leslie because I feel like I could do a better job protecting Leslie and really help her get fed later on in the game. So it made sense for me and Leslie to be bottom lane, Kufra and Leslie bottom lane. Then what would that leave for the top lane? Now you see that's going to be between Arduous and Hellkurt and Guinevere. Who would gain the most value from being in the top lane? Arduous. Arduous would gain the most value because he has to get his stacks. He can't be laning with someone because they're going to end up last hitting sometimes and stuff like that. He needs all his farm, all his stacks, so later on throughout the game, he can become really, really fed. So he gets top lane to himself. And also, if you don't know this, top lane is the solo lane in Mobile Legends. So, yeah, Arduous should be in the top lane by himself, which leaves Guinevere and Hellkurt to be the mid laner. Hellkurt thought that the mid lane was a freaking, he thought that it was somebody else's job, and he thought that he was supposed to roam around the jungle and be the jungler, when there is absolutely no jungle role in Mobile Legends. In Mobile Legends, everyone uses the jungle. That's just how it is. There is no particular role surrounded around a jungle. Like, there's no jungler role in Mobile Legends. In other MOBAs, we have that, but not Mobile Legends. Guinevere did not go mid lane at all. Guinevere went top lane. Guinevere was top lane, and that stopped Arduous from farming. So as you'll see in the gameplay, Arduous had to switch lanes throughout the gameplay just because Guinevere wouldn't get out the way. So we're gonna jump into the gameplay, and yeah, I'm gonna show you all what happened. All right, y'all. So jumping into it, as you can see, Guinevere is an epic, and me and Leslie are the only two mythics on the team. As you can see, instantly, Arduous was like, no, I want to go bottom lane. I'm like, nah, me and Leslie will go bottom lane. It's better for me and Leslie to be bottom lane right now. You go into the top lane and solo lane, because that marksman has to get fed in the top lane and stuff like that. So their marksman needs time to get fed. It won't be anybody in the top lane to really just destroy him. But as you can see, Guinevere instantly goes to the top lane. Guinevere and Hellkurt, neither one of them are really mid lane. Now I tried to step up and see what I can do here, but I start getting melted fast. I mean fast. I didn't expect that at all. But as you can see, look who's top lane. Let's actually watch Guinevere.
Now look at this. Alduis just didn't get that last hit, so Alduis is not getting stacks. Guinevere is almost level 2, Alduis is not getting stacks, which means he's going to be useless late game because Guinevere does not know he's playing for stacks right now. It's a minute into the game and still no one has been mid lane. Hellcurt is out here taking the buff. Hellcurt is just taking the buff. As he walks past mid lane, okay, at least he hits the minion as he walks past mid lane. Then he goes from mid lane straight to the jungle and just gets to killing things in the jungle again. So essentially he's walking around just killing things in the jungle. Top was ganked. Why was top ganked? Because mid was uncontested with no mid laner. So that's why top got an easy gank off, because instead of Guinevere and Hellcurt roaming like they should be doing in the mid lane, one of them is up top harassing Alduis, stopping Alduis from getting stacks, basically. And then what happened was, what I didn't like is they called Alduis trash. They called Alduis trash because he's not gonna have the craziest stats this game, when they were literally stopping him from doing his job. And they don't understand how. They don't understand, like, Guinevere doesn't understand how. She just hurt him. And look at Hellcurt double buffing right now. He has a buff, he's finna take the other buff. He's literally just roaming around taking every single thing out of the jungle. This role does not exist. If you're doing this in Mobile Legends, you shouldn't be. You're hurting your team and you're causing the loss. Hellcurt is causing this loss right now, and Guinevere forced Alduis to go mid lane. Alduis should not be mid lane. He shouldn't have to be mid lane. This is opening the floodgates for him to get ganked from either direction, and he does not have that type of mobility where he could escape that. Look at this. He's getting harassed. I mean, and then Alduis he's clearly decent, even under these circumstances throughout the game. Shout out to Alduis. Shout out to this guy, man. He didn't trash talk. He didn't get pissed off. He didn't do anything. He was positive throughout this whole thing. So yeah, shout out to him, man. Cause honestly, I would be pissed. Like I would be insanely pissed. Like, cause it's just crazy. It really is just crazy. Let's see what they're doing up top. So she did get a kill on the marksman. That's a good kill. Oh wait, that's from our gank. So I came and ganked them. Okay, that makes sense. I came and ganked them, and yeah, that happened. Oh yeah, Grok's finna overextend. I see him right there. I'm like, okay, I can take you down. So I took him out right there. I got 1 assist and 1 kill on him. I saw Harith was about to take the tower. I'm like, nah, I gotta at least try to stop him. But ultimately, there's not much I could do. I might have just saved the tower, but I lost my life in the process there. I prolonged this tower going down. Let's go and look at Alduis. As you can see, Alduis is just in the mid lane trying to get his stacks as best as he can. Because I rotated top and I was up there for a little bit, Leslie was in the bottom lane by herself getting overrun, and she's like, yeah, she's basically just getting bullied right now. I tried to get back to her as quickly as possible, but luckily she got a shot on Chow and she ended up getting that kill. But yeah, there was nothing Leslie could do in this situation. So Leslie is playing very well. Leslie was playing well, so was Alduis. They were doing what they could. Look at this. He's still trying to go through all this trouble and just to try to get his stacks. He has to flicker in the middle of danger to just secure a stack. You see that? Guinevere's 5 minutes in, Guinevere's first time in the lane that she should have been in from the start. First time coming mid 5 minutes into the game. So if you're wondering why you're stuck in Legend and why you're stuck in Epic and stuff like that, listen, it's a lot of jokes around talking about, oh, you get carried, you do this, you do that. What I'm talking about right now is literally the fundamentals of Mobile Legends. Knowing what lanes to be in, knowing what makes sense for your team composition. You can't just look on a YouTuber's channel, see, oh, my favorite YouTuber is always in this lane. That means I should be in this lane when I'm playing this hero. No, if your favorite YouTuber is always top lane, solo laning with Guinevere, then that doesn't mean that you should always be top lane with Guinevere, because it might make sense for that YouTuber's situation. But when you have an Arduous on in your game who needs to get his stacks up, it's absolutely stupid to try to go top lane. So you have to really have this type of game knowledge. You have to really understand the game. You have to understand the fundamentals. Yeah, like at this point, it's just over with. Like early on, like we had no mid laner, which gave them all the time in the world to gank. The other team just had it was just easy for the other team because we had one guy going around just jungling. We had somebody else top lane who shouldn't have been there, which forced Arduous into a different lane. And without complaining, he put himself in a bad situation to feed, basically. He was getting his stat. He did everything that he could, man. So, yeah. I just want to point these things out. Like, I'm getting tired of getting in these games and this keeps happening because it's not just me that's affected. Like, people like to make everything about me just to spread negativity around the community. Everybody wants to say, oh, VeLL this, VeLL that. I was not the only one affected by this. Like, Guinevere and Hellkurt, they made this a sad game for me, Leslie, and Arduous. Us three, which was playing the game correctly, we clearly know the fundamentals, we know what we're doing. Those two people made this game terrible for all of us. And you can't just say, oh, don't play solo. You shouldn't have played solo. If you're a solo player, you should at least understand the basics of the game. If you don't do a good job in your lane, that's one thing. If you struggle in your lane because maybe you're getting ganked, if you're in the top lane by yourself and you're getting ganked all game, okay, maybe the mid lane isn't rotating good enough. It's not your fault, but at least you know what lane you're supposed to be in. We had a guy who literally didn't even know the jungle role didn't exist in Mobile Legends. So this is a new series. I just want to talk about this. I really want to start breaking down and analyzing games so you can actually see what's going on. And also, when you see different situations and why different things makes different sense for those situations, hopefully it helps you out a little bit. Because maybe you don't know that between Arduous and Guinevere, Arduous is supposed to be at the top. Maybe you don't understand. If you've never played Arduous, you wouldn't know that he needs to get stacks. You wouldn't know that he needs to last hit minions. But all this comes with game knowledge and actually experimenting with different heroes and stuff like that. So everyone, I would say, at the very least, play with every single hero at least like good 10 games. Play good 10 games with every hero. Really learn the ins and outs of every hero. That way you'll understand when someone's playing a certain hero, what they need from you as a teammate. Because me knowing how, like for instance, me playing Fanny a few times, I know how useless Fanny is without a purple buff. As opposed to when I first started playing Mobile Legends, I would take the purple buff and not care about Fanny. Not understanding that, oh no, she's gonna be completely useless if I take this buff. So that's pretty much it, y'all. Hopefully you all found this helpful. Hopefully this does help someone. It's a new series though. Let me know if you all enjoy this series. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to drop that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new for more Mobile Legends content. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Peace out, homies.
I'm on it. Can't fail for my family, I want it. So they'll never need hope or want it. A break, just something